Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this is a Luchs, the Pz.Kpfw 2 or 2 Luchs, or Lynx as it means in German, and it's me in one of my subsidiary accounts, and I'm playing on Widepark, which is the recreation of the ruins of Munich, and I'm just having a bit of fun. In fact, actually I was grinding the crew to get the skills up, and the battle starts, and I've immediately got this BT7 on my left, and it appears he's trying to beat me to the scout. He runs up alongside me, and I need to get the scouting, and so I go through the bush, pick up as many spots as I can, picked up at least 4 there, and now I'm trying to beat this Striv M40L to the spots on the other side. And I've got another 2 and another 1, so it's at least 3, so there's at least 7 spots there, at least 7. Okay, and I'm moving up the ridgeline. Narrowly missed that T28, going alongside the railway embankment, so I want to do a bit of spotting just in case anybody's popped up in the meantime, and any opportunistic kills where I can pop along and quickly intercept them and take them out. Right, I turn around, come back down the embankment, looking for targets of opportunity, and that Luchs has just gone down, and there's several tanks down the other end, and narrowly, I didn't look where I was going, went straight into that T28, bit silly of me to do that. I lost a few hit points there. I'm not sure the T28 lost any, but I see that Panzer III and a T29. And I'm pretty sure that T29 is going to try and fire at me, so I handbrake turn, come back down the other way, but then I pop up, so I want to spot for my team, see if they can take that 29 out. He does fire at me, or at least tries to here. Yep, narrowly misses. And I go through the gap, and I'm about to go across the railway line. I suddenly realise there's another T29, and I quickly take him out. And 250 hit points, so I managed to seize all of his health, but I've got to reload, so I do a quick circuit around the buildings, come back around. Now I think that other T29 may still be there. Oh no, he's a wreck, so I don't need to hit him, so I'm going to pop up onto the hill just in case there's anybody hiding on the other side of the hill. Use the bushes. No, doesn't appear to be anybody here at home, but we see a target. It's a Sexton 2. And he's out the game. Okay, come down the hill rapidly. Using the cover. Whoops, forgot that there's the edge of the map there. Okay, I'm still in reload. Oh, I see a 127. And he appears to be AFK. At least, I think he's AFK. It looks like he's driven into that silo. So I blast him with a clip, but unfortunately, there's an Electo nearby, and I'm a bit concerned about that Electo, so I try and put myself behind him after I realise the Electos could pop round the corner and end me. Okay, I've taken out the Electo. The SU-5 fires around it, actually damages me. 22 hit points I lost from that. Okay, so I do a quick circuit because I'm realising I'm reloading. Round through the other side, just in case the SU-5 was watching. He's going to fire at the wrong place now. And now I'm going to come up behind that Electo and give him a full clip. Nobody on my right. There's the Electo, he's not even paying attention. So I come up behind him and he's gone. And then I suddenly realise there's the enemy Arty. Both of them, the remaining enemy Arty that is, after I took out of the Sexton. The Pz.Kpfw gets 122 hit point hit on me, which is very nice for him, but unfortunately now I'm in reload and just about to end him, and he's gone. And that's a Pz.Kpfw's at least, and there's the SU-5, poor little SU-5, doesn't know which way to turn. There's nothing much he can do about it because I'm behind him. He's got to turn to get to me. And I'm just toying with him now, waiting for the reload to go in, and he's completed. And then I noticed there's only one remaining enemy on the enemy team. And as far as he was last seen crossing the railway lines. He was in the near the roundabout, Panzer 38T. And there's a Bison. He's basically an unexperienced player over on the other side near the capping. Somebody's capping. Okay, so I need to get through the tunnel as quickly as I can. It's pretty much jammed up with vehicles. Okay, managed to squeeze my way through. Come up to the corner. It's the most direct route. There's a tank there. Okay, and then I suddenly see the 38T pull back into the bushes, dial in, and then the Bison shoots him, and he claims the last kill. That's great. He gives me an affirmative. I give one back. And that was the end of the battle. And let's have a look at the end of battle stats for that one. Well, it was only a first-class tanker, which is a bit disappointing, actually, after considering what I did. And I also managed to pick up a duelist, because I destroyed at least 2 enemy vehicles that caused damage to me during the battle. I also picked up a fire for effect, because I did more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And I got a bruiser for getting at least 5 critical hits. I got 8 in that battle. I also picked up a Dumitru's medal, because I actually killed 3 Arty. Yeah, I have to admit it, I did kill the Arty, the Sexton, the Pz.Kpfw and the SU-5. Felt sorry about it, but the SU-5 and the Pz.Kpfw both did get a chunk of my health, so I do feel that, you know, it's only my own getting my own back on them. And the high caliber, yes, I did more damage than anyone else in the team to the enemy. I also picked up a top gun because I managed to get at least 6 kills, and they were listed there. And I did pick up a scout because by finding the Sexton, as well as the Pz.Kpfw and the SU-5, I managed to find more of the enemy than anyone else. I managed to find 9 of them. And the win rate of that battle was 15,427. And this is significant because I was actually talking to somebody the other day and said that I was getting some fairly good results with the Luchs. And he'd sent me a whole bunch of his replays, and they've got very similar ratings. So I can now hold my own and say, yep, I have got a fairly good Luchs and a fairly good crew. Now, if we have a look at the team scores, well, I managed to get top score on hit points, 1,332. The Bison came in with 642. I was very pleased about that because he got 2 kills, the last kill, and he managed to get another one, which I was very pleased about. So at least he got something out of it. I also managed to get highest amount of kills with 6, beating the Panzer 38T, who was the one who was actually capping at the end, and he had a Orlix medal as well on top of that. So it was a bit of a pity that he capped where he did, because it made it fairly obvious for me. I was about to go through the gap and shoot him from much closer, but when I saw him, I thought, right, shoot him from where he was. And when it came to base XP, I got 1068. So I was very pleased with that as well. On the detail report, I fired 80 rounds. I got 53 direct hits, 47 penetrations. That's the lovely thing with that 3cm cannon. It's very, very powerful. I did damage of 1,332 hit points. All of it was at closer than 300 meters. I received 1 hit, 1 penetration. I also did damage to that T-28, unfortunately, when I did bump into him of 10 hit points. But I spotted 9 enemy vehicles. I damaged 7 of them and killed 6 of them. And damage done with my assistance was 247 hit points. And I managed to stop 25 defense points on the cap. On a standard account, because this is one of my subsidiary accounts, it's only standard, I managed to earn 21,668 credits. And I had a fine because I damaged a teammate. So I was left with 21,536. And after repair and ammunition resupply, I still had 18,104 and earned 6 bonds. I earned XP of 1,068, and there was no multipliers because it wasn't my first battle of the day, so that's all I took away. So it was just a little bit of fun with the Luchs. I do feel a bit, you know, bad about the fact that I had to kill 3 Arty to get a Dumitru's, but it was necessary to win the battle, so, you know, there you go. And 2 of them did get a shot at me and managed to claim some of my hit points. So I hope you enjoyed this replay. If you did, please give it a like. If you didn't, well, sorry. It happens sometimes. Do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay I'll be featuring in the next video and not one of my own.